Good evening and Assalamu alaikum. So, today's topic is again on the absorbent mind of the child. So, this is part two of absorbent mind that I'm going to be discussing today about the child. The child that we are talking about is from 0 to 6 years. There are many parts to it, so I'm going to cover each part one at a time. It's very, very important to talk about this absorbent mind. The reason is we don't want to miss this golden time period of children. The child is a part of the family, and everyone in the family plays a very important role to do the best upbringing for the child. The best among the ones who are doing the upbringing are definitely the parents. So this video is basically for the parents and also for the teachers, also for the other child carers who are taking good care of the children around them. So if you are dealing with this age group, that is 0 to 6 years, please keep in mind they are in the absorbent mind time period. Absorbent mind time period is an important time period in which you want to make the best utility of whatever they are learning from you. You are a role model for them. You can do the best for them right now, keeping in mind the activities that you are planning for them. In my classroom, there are 28 children, and out of 28 children, 11 children are Muslims. So I take it as an opportunity for myself and a great blessing to create activities of culture in the culture section, which deals mainly with their religion, and also some facts that are of science or geography or history. So just take advantage of this time period and prepare the best lessons that you can. Whether you are at home or you are in the classroom, you can do a lot for children. My services here, why I'm making these videos, is to provide help to the parents and provide help to the teachers, and also for the happiness of my own, because I'm serving the community. I'm serving not only the whole community, but also I'm serving the Muslim Ummah, because I want all the parents, of course, they can utilize this video for whatever they are teaching the children, but especially my services are to make Allah happy with whatever I have. So whatever knowledge I have, I'm going to be using it so that you can make the best use of it, and then Allah could be happy with me and with you, because we all are trying our best to raise children in a better way. So this activity that from my classroom I would discuss is on the celebration of Eid al-Azha, and how Canadians celebrate Eid al-Azha. This book is a lovely book. So if I say it's an absorbent mind time period, you have to keep in mind whatever activity you are doing with them will always stay with them. It will become a part of their brain, whatever impression you're giving. If you're doing it through stories, it's going to make it's going to fix that impression in their mind. So something that you do with stories have a very positive effect on them, because then they can relate to an experience. It can be your own made story as well. Like you can talk about yourself, how you used to celebrate Eid when you were a kid. They would love to listen to that. You can take an imaginary child and talk about that child, how he used to celebrate Eid with his family, and whatever concept you want to give to him, you can easily give it to him. Storybooks they do an amazing job in teaching the children. So this is a lovely book, I would say. It's Canadian Celebrations Eid al-Azha by Shazia Afzal. So a lovely book with pictures. Children for this age group would love to have pictures which are there showing them what's happening as per the topic, and the writing part should be less. So let's say if it's a 2.5 or 3.5-year-old child, you can have just two or single line sentences in a story, and a picture on the next page. If it's a 3.5 to 4.5, so keep increasing. The text can increase as the age is increasing. This is good enough for 4.5 to 6.5. They can after you read, they can easily read if they are reading, and otherwise you can definitely read for them. So this is what is Eid al-Azha, and it's all there. The book is available in the market, or a book like this, it doesn't have to be like this. As I said, you can search for a book, and it has to have a text on one page, and the picture on another page. The more you show them the picture, they will feel ease, and they will be happy with what you're showing them. So Eid al-Azha is in the you can talk about Hajj. Where does the Hajj take place? In which country? Or what is the biggest mosque that we have? So there are all good pictures in this book that you can talk about. Then whatever is mentioned in Quran, so the picture of Quran is there. You can also show the Quran to them, and then they talk about them, what is the holy book. So that is that was revealed on Prophet Muhammad SAW. So beautiful pictures, and then the event of how the ram came in place of Prophet Ismail, alayhi salam, and what did they do in the sacrifice. So all this that is mentioned here. Then Eid ul-Azha, traditionally how it is celebrated in the different parts of the world, like in India, Pakistan, or Bangladesh, or another countries, Arab countries, and how then some facts about how you distribute the meat. You have three parts of the meat, which kind of animals you can slaughter. One of the girl in my classroom was saying that when I asked her what are your parents planning to slaughter on this Eid, so she said chicken. So it's good to have an activity in which you can show them which animals you can slaughter for this Eid ul-Azha. So I had a farm in my classroom. It's a small farm which has got some model animals. So after reading this book, I did an activity with them. I asked them, can you bring an animal from the farm that you can slaughter on Eid al-Azha? And the children went. One of them brought the cow, the other one brought the goat, the other one the ram or sheep. So if you do activities like those, it will fix in their mind, and that the mind is absorbent mind. So make the utilization of this time period. And then Eid al-Azha in Canada, because it's different here. You cannot slaughter the animal in home. So how do you do that? How do you place an order in the shop? And how do you collect it? Some people do it on farm. Some people give an order on the to the butcher shop, and then collect the meat the next day. So it's all given how you celebrate it in Canada. And then there is an activity at the end that shows how you can prepare Eid cards with a sheep on it, and they loved doing it. So I did one in my classroom. They made Eid cards for their parents, for their loved ones, and they made a sheep on top. They enjoyed making it. So these experience will just get fixed in their mind, in their absorbent mind, and then you can always have a belief that, okay, this experience will stay with him, because if you give them this experience, many people, they just don't talk about it. And especially in North America, where you get less chance to take them to places where animals are being slaughtered. Of course, they are not getting chance to see, but you can still talk about these occasions, show them pictures, show them the real pictures that you have from your childhood, share the experience. It is our responsibility to keep this alive, to provide them these facts in this time period. Because if this time period is gone, that means this impression will never be a part of their brain. Then what do we expect? How do we expect them to take in culture, or take in religion, or any other science or geography facts, if we are just skipping this time period? This is very important age. If you miss this, it's as if missing the last bus. Whatever you are teaching them or showing them after 6 years will, of course, stay with them, but will not get fixed. Or if some of you say that, oh, my child does not talk about prayer or does not take interest in praying at the age of 12 or 13, is because he was never he never got the chance to have an environment where our religion was being practiced in the home. There are so many children, when I talk to them, they have not seen a prayer mat. Just imagine, your responsibility is a huge responsibility. If you are praying, the child is observing you. You are being a role model. And if you're not praying, then when do you expect those children to practice if they don't see you doing it? So try to give the best to your children and keep them connected to the religion. Keep them connected to Allah and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Read them the stories of the prophets. Is very important. So there is a beautiful story of Prophet Hazrat Ibrahim in which how the animal got in place of Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. So that is a beautiful story, and you can relate to that. And then in the Quran, I would like to read one of the translations just to say how important it is for us to spend from what we love. So, what is the Eid al Azha about? It's about sacrificing, it's about giving the best that we have. It's not only about sacrificing an animal, it talks about the sacrifice of anything that we love. It could be anything. So talk to the children about what do you love the most. They might say toys. Then say that, okay, if you have 3 toys, can we give one toy to the one who needs it? So then you're talking about sacrificing the best thing that they have. Children at this age need an experience, a sensorial experience. So visually, they can see 3 toys in front of them. If they give away one toy out of those 3, that means they are sacrificing the thing that they have. They are giving away. So they need that experience to understand what do you mean by sacrifice. If you just talk in the story about the sacrifice, they might not understand that well. But if you actually give them the experience of how they can sacrifice of the best thing that they have, then only they will have a real feel of what you're talking about. So let me read that translation to you. It's Surah Imran, ayat number 92, the verse number 92. Never will you attain to righteousness unless you spend for the cause of God out of what you cherish, and whatever you spend is known to God. So let them experience this. Let them experience how you work for the cause of God, right? You are sacrificing the animal. There are 3 parts. One part you're keeping for yourself, one part you're giving for the relatives, one part you're giving for the people who are in need of that meat. But you are actually sacrificing the best that you have from what the best you have, right? So, and that's written in the verse as well, and the God knows that whatever you're sacrificing. So give them the experience of actually sacrificing something that they like the most. Maybe they have the 3 good books that they have. Maybe it could be clothes, even it could be anything that they like the most. So let them sacrifice on this Eid, and just like how you sacrifice an animal, let them do the same. I hope you got the clue what I'm talking about. It's all about giving them the experience in the absorbent mind time period. And keep in mind, this mind is a special mind, which is from 0 to 6 years. We will talk in depth more about this absorbent mind time period. Every time I'm going to bring a fact to you that the Montessori, the psychologist, talks about it. And of course, I'm going to make a good connection with the Islamic teachings as well. Thank you so much from my side. Please pray for me, and I will be praying for you. And let's work together for Muslim Ummah. Thank you, and Jazakallah khair. Allah Hafiz.